foot soldiers chase Sammy Gyamfi over gold board sponsorship of slave queens. Wow. Early this morning, it was all over in the news in Ghana. And that is what is trending right now in Ghana. Sammy Gyamfi, the boss or the CEO of Gold Board, one of President Mahama's favorite children in the government. My brother, my sister, came under heavy shelling, heavy attack, heavy bombardment. What has the guy done again? Now, this is Sammy Gyamfi. He was born on the 28th of March in 1989. In a few days, he's going to be 37 years young. He was born in Sunyani. He's a lawyer by profession, and he is the boss of Gold Board, just as we have Cocoa Board. He is the first CEO ever of the Gold Board, Ghana Gold Board. And so far, after 1 year and beyond, he's done remarkably well. Many people say, oh, he is the backbone of the economy. And when I say he, I mean his Gold Board, Ghana's Gold Board. This is Sammy Gyamfi. Young as he could be, he's extremely brilliant. And time after time, he falls short of one or two things, and people come out tongue-lashing him, especially after he became the boss of Gold Board. We remember when he gave so much money in dollars to Nana Agrada, and he came under attack. It hit the presidency, and the presidency had to discipline him. At a time, we were struggling to put the Ghana cedi at a certain point on a pedestal that it will match boot for boot with the American dollar. Yes, at the time, we were making some inroads, but it was too early to be moving around flaunting the American dollar, especially by government appointees. I believe he learned his lesson. From that time, we never heard that he came out flaunting the dollar notes anymore. Yes, controversy after controversy, he's been able to weather down almost every one of them. Every single one of them. This is Sammy Gyamfi. Now, the new controversy is this. Sammy Gyamfi's Gold Board, one of his subsidiaries called Gold Board Jewelries, allegedly sponsored a program that was spearheaded by slave queens. What do we mean when we say slave queens? When you slay, it simply means that you kill. When you dress to kill, and you are a woman, we call you a slave queen. If you are a man and you dress to kill, you dress to slay, you are called a slave king. But in Ghana, the name slave queen has picked up and assumed different dimensions to mean high-class prostitution. My brother, my sister, in this discussion, we are looking at the original meaning of the slave queen. Dressing to kill, not high-profile prostitution. My brother, my sister. Now, Nana Aba Anamoa is a very controversial journalist. She used to be with MGL, Media General, and she was sacked over some kind of controversy. She went to a stadium in England in her dreams and took a photo right there in the stadium in her dreams and posted it out and told everybody that the dream had become a reality. My brother, my sister, the owner of the photograph finally came out and said, "Why are you impersonating me? I took this photograph right there. You have removed my photograph in editing and put yours there to fool the people around you that you were at the stadium." It became extremely controversial, and Media General, that does not joke with his brand, decided to sideline her. And then she got sacked, and she found her new home right there at EIB, Excellence in Broadcasting. My brother, my sister, over there, she's been able to continue with her exploits. Controversial as she might be, Oh Lord. Time after time, she's run into some kind of controversy, some kind of trouble, but she's always wriggled her way out of every maze of trouble. This is Nana Aba Anamoa. This was the stolen photograph. Oh gosh. A couple of years later, she was able to make it to that stadium. And she sat down and took a real photograph. This time around, not in her dreams, but in real life. This photo will continue to be an albatross around the neck of Nana Aba Anamoa. Many have said that she's the head mistress of all the slave queens in Ghana. Some have said that she has been also involved in some kind of, to put it in a very nice way, pushing young girls to rich men in Ghana. We don't have any proof, but this is something that people have peddled around. High-profile prostitution. Young girls around her, she pushes them to big men and all that. My brother, my sister, we have not been able to put a finger on any such allegation as to the veracity. All we can say is that she is a journalist, and once in a while she likes to slay. She had a birthday party, and there she was dressed so skimpily, and she danced whilst the candles were being blown off. My brother, my sister, oh my God, there she is, lady in red. Oh my God, she has such a beautiful time, and she's quite busty. Oh gosh, the delight of so many men. Lord God have mercy. She slayed. Her birthday was sweet, and of course, her best friend is seated right there. We'll be talking about the best friend very soon. She recently grabbed a degree in law, and then she went ahead to qualify as a lawyer. This is Sewa Amir. She has always said that her godmother is this lady here who has helped her move away from one trouble to the other. This is Nana Aba Anamoa. Over the weekend, she had a plush event. Not in Ghana, not in Zambia, not even in South Africa, but all the way in London. As to why she chose to do the event in London, your guess is as good as mine. Oh yes, and this was all over the place. London. Oh, she had an event called Women of Valor. Women of some value. My brother, my sister, and women were invited from all walks of life. Kate Henshaw, an actress all the way from Nigeria, represented. Oh, Nana Ama McBrown was also there. And then, of course, her goddaughter, Sewa Amir, was also there. Now, many people have talked about the closeness between Sewa Amir and, of course, the boss of the gold board. And his name is Sammy Gyamfi. He's fought it. He said that he's not involved in any immorality with any girls on the university campus. Remember his issue with that lady there. We all remember that lady, right? Don't we? Oh, yes, my brother, my sister. Now the case has been blown away. But tongues are still wagging that there's a special kind of closeness between this lady here called Sewa Amir and Sammy Gyamfi. As for whatever Efia Schwarzenegger said, we have pushed it to the background because Sammy Gyamfi himself denied that. She was the MC for the event. She came on stage dressed like this, ready to slay and to kill. She danced. Oh gosh, she didn't dance alone. Many more people were in there dancing. Oh, it looked like it was a fanfare for the beautiful ladies all over Africa. And Nana Aba Anamoa herself was in the melee. Oh gosh. And you just saw Nana Ama McBrown. They were there. Who paid for all these people to go there? Who paid for the huge party in the winter? Who paid for all the drink? Who paid for the dancing? Who paid for the trip? My brother, my sister, of course they had partners. And who were the partners of this exotic event held right there in the British capital, London? Partners, Travel Wings, Joy FM, Duchess, and of course, gold balled jewelry. And this was where all the trouble came from. Gold balled jewelry. Now, all these people are privately owned companies. I'm talking about Travel Wings, Joy FM, and Duchess, privately owned. The only one that is owned by the government is gold balled jewelry. So Ghanaians started to talk. Earlier today, I saw a post by Kevin Taylor, my own brother that I share the same birthday with, and he put it out. And what did he put out? This was what he put out. Kevin Taylor. He said, I will leave it here and come back with something nice. What was he talking about? A certain guy called Receipts Guy posted this. He said, Gertrude Donkor has given her gold balled jewelry money for women of valor when there are still schools under trees and communities without potable water. And then he quoted Nana Aba Anamoa a few years back saying something. What did Nana Aba Anamoa say? I don't care, or I do not care, 1 second, about the NDC and Mahama. There's a reason they were voted out. That was the quote from Receipts Guy. And Kevin Taylor is interested in that as well. Now, this was not the first time Nana Aba Anamoa had posted something about the NDC and Mahama. There was another time she put out something. What did she say? Watch this. You keep typing JM and NDC under my post because you need your bosses to see that you are working. What I am telling you is that NDC's claim to make Ghana better is a big joke. And they know it. This was what Nana Aba Anamoa put out. And it looked like foot soldiers led by Receipts Guy and many more were not excited about this. They were so angry. If she could say these things about Mahama and the NDC, and in the reign of the NDC people are gathering money in the name of partnership and giving to slave queens to go and slay in London, then that must be a slap in the face, raw, no gloves. Now, there was a post that came out, and I loved that post. And this post was talking about, hey, so you are giving money out? Our people do not forget things, so my brother, my sister, watch the post. What did the post say? Oh my God. Watch this. Now, Jifa Gudu says, we politicians have a very strong memory of our opponents. Well, I think there's a grammatical slip somewhere. We politicians have a very strong memory of what our opponents inflict on us. I'm sure that was what he was trying to say. We don't really forget, and we also hardly forget political sins. I wonder how Nana Aba Anamoa will feel when she sees this and juxtapose it with the help she has gotten today to do her show from the government of John Dramani Mahama. That she said such things about. Every foot soldier or party member talking now has a justification and is entitled to whatever he or she is saying. Party members have labored so much for us to be here. That suffering must be at the back of our minds when we take certain decisions. I will definitely earn myself a few dislikes for this post, but I have to say what needs to be said. And this was what Nana Aba Anamoa said. And this is the girl who had a very beautiful party in London. And this is the author of the post, Jifa Gunu. Not many people might know him, but he's also a communicator for his party. And He's quite respected. He's now a CEO of a certain digital whatever. Run the dossier. This is Jifagunu. Now, Jifagunu is a Ghanaian marketing and communications professional currently serving as the Chief Executive Officer of Ghana Digital Centers Limited, okay? Appointed by John Dramani Mahama in February 2025, he is a prominent member of the NDC and a well-known political communicator, okay? Now, he is the CEO of Ghana Digital Centers Limited, and he leads the national mission to transform Ghana into a digital powerhouse through youth empowerment and tech innovation. Okay? In the early 2026, he announced plans to establish regional offices for the digital centers to ensure equitable access to digital skills and startup support beyond Accra. And when the 24-hour digital services came, he was one of those who went in there and spoke to Gertrude, who we're going to be looking at very soon. So right now, they have digitalized the 24-hour economy in so many different facets. He was recognized as one of Ghana's top 10 best CEOs in the 2025 FAKS performance rankings. And he is a strong activist of the NDC. And he previously served as the constituency secretary for Dade Kotopong. He remains actively engaged in political strategy and youth inclusion within the party. So this is a party heavyweight. He holds a master's degree in arts in public administration, that's Master of Arts in Public Relations, and a degree from the GIJ. My brother, my sister, and before his current role, he held several senior marketing and business development positions, including roles at Corporate Guardian Business Magazine and the Institute for Policy and Strategy Development. This is Jifagunu we're talking about. And this is the person who posted that. We should remember some of the things that people like Aba Anamoa did to us. And they even were happy that because of them, we were in opposition. Now, if they are benefiting from us, if they are benefiting from us, our foot soldiers have the right to say that, oh, look at what is happening. Have we so soon forgotten? There's another post. Yes, another post came out and is also talking about this same thing. But my brother, gold board jewelry. Who is the boss there? Gold board jewelry. Gertrude. That's the lady. That's the name. Ring a bell? This lady here is a lawyer. She is in charge of that subsidiary of the gold board. Sammy Gyamfi's gold board. And her name is Gertrude. She's a lawyer. Run the dossier and watch her. This is a very interesting character. And my brother, I need you to open your eyes and watch with rapt attention. Run the dossier. This is Gertrude. She is a lawyer by profession. And beyond that, watch this. Her full name is Gertrude Donkor. She's a lawyer by profession and a business leader who currently serves as the managing director of Gold Board Jewelry Limited, a subsidiary of the Ghana Gold Board. She is recognized for her multidisciplinary expertise spanning law, banking, and marketing. She's a heavyweight. Yes. She's been entrusted with a national mandate to add value to Ghana's gold. She leads the company's rebranding and operational restructuring. Key initiatives under her leadership include the launching of Ghana's 24-hour digital gold showroom. We talked about it a few seconds ago. That's what this lady has been able to achieve so far and even more. Introducing the gold board jewelry tablets to make gold investment more accessible. Her idea, such a smart lady. This was what Nam1 was doing. They pushed Nam1 away and called him a fraudster. Now the same thing is now called gold board jewelry tablets. And they've put it out to be able to make gold more accessible, to raise money for the nation. I like people who think. And this lady is in my good books, at least for thinking. Round the dossier. This is Gertrude Donkor. My brother, my sister, and the dossier goes on. Run it quick. She introduced the gold board jewelry tablets to make gold investment more accessible. Flip the page and look at this. This is the most interesting part of the thing. My brother, my sister, gold board member, Ghana Tourism Authority. She provides strategic direction for tourism, development, and national economic growth. Yes, tourism development and national economic growth. She is a legal practitioner, as you were told, at Ayine and Partners. You know who owns that? Ayine and Partners. We are talking about the Attorney General and Minister of Justice of Ghana, Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayine. That's his chambers. What is the achievement of this lady? Aside the gold tablets and 24-hour digital showroom, more. 3 years ago, she became the first female president of the Students' Representative Council, SRC, at the Ghana School of Law. In 14 years, no lady had ever been able to reach that height. She did. She spent over a decade in corporate and SME banking, notably at the National Investment Bank, NIB, where she maintained a 0% non-performing loan portfolio and disbursed over $26 million annually for 3 consecutive years. Any loan she gave, she made sure everybody paid back. She left the banking sector with 0% non-performing loan portfolio. Such a woman. She was named the 2026 Africa 100 League of Exceptional Influential Leaders and selected as a speaker for the 40 Under 40 Africa 2026 Summit. Dash it away. This is Gertrude Donkor. My brother, my sister, would you fault Mahama if he picks up this person and says that you are in charge of gold board jewelries? Never. She has the brain, she is smart, and she would work well. Now women decide to approach her and say, listen, we are doing this for women. We are doing it in London. Can you support us? Oh yes, we'll partner you. But what exactly did gold board jewelries give to women of valor? They also put it out. My brother, my sister. Well, we spoke to Gold Board. This is Gold Board. And our sources right there give us this. Gold Board Jewelry is listed as a partner of the event, not a sponsor. Joy FM is also listed as a partner. Does that mean Joy FM contributed funds towards the organization of the event? For the records, Gold Board Jewelry contributed no funds towards the organization of the event, save offering participants our Ghana month discounts. Gold Board Jewelry manufactures and sells jewelry. They undertake periodic and occasional promotions to market their products. Last month, they introduced Valentine month discounts. This month, they are running Ghana month discounts. This is what was offered to the organizers of the event. The event gave the company a great deal of advertisement, and for that, we are grateful. This is from my sources in Gold Board. We don't discriminate on grounds of partnership or partisanship relative to the promotion or advertisement or sale of our products. Gold Board Jewelry is a national company that requires the support of all Ghanaians, devoid of partisanship. Dash it away. From our source, exclusively from Gold Board. But gold-bought jewelry itself posted. This is what gold-bought jewelry posted. Gold-bought Jewelry Limited is listed as one of the partners of this year's Women of Valor event because the company offered discounts on jewelry purchase to participants of the program as part of our ongoing Ghana Heritage Month promotions. And when you read, my brother, my sister, says the company did not contribute funds towards the organization of the event. At Gold-bought Jewelry, we focus on manufacturing and retailing timeless pieces of made in Ghana jewelry for our valued customers in Ghana and abroad. That's it away. My brother, my sister, if this is true, then we don't see anything wrong with what Gold-bought Jewelry has done. It's a women's affair. And they come around and say, can you support us? Well, we can give you discounts as part of the Ghana Heritage Month discounting. We'll give to you. And according to them, they had a huge amount of promotion, visibility. Now, Gold-bought is looking forward to having a lot of promotion, both in Ghana and outside Ghana, for its gold. That's the Ghana gold. And they believe that this was going to be a very good event. Even though they gave out no money, physical cash, they were able to achieve whatever they set out to get with this Women of Valor thing. They gave them discounts, no money, and on record, there's no such money exchanging hands or changing hands. My brother, my sister, many take this with a pinch of salt. How possible? This lady's here. Say, why I'm here is in there. The lady who is said to be so close to the gold-bought boss. Aba Anamoa is also here. Very close to Sewa Ami here. And the seat of power. Is it possible to just give them just discounts and not cash? Where did they get the money from to be able to organize such an exorbitant event in London and not even in Ghana? Interestingly, my brother, my sister, in attendance was the former counselor of the United Kingdom to Ghana, the ever popular John Benjamin, the British High Commissioner, former, was at the event and he posted it on his X. That's him with Aba Anamoa. And look at the kente at the back. And what did he say? He said, and now to Aba Anamoa's incredibly packed and star-studded Women of Valor event at the London Hilton. It's a big place, a big venue, and all these people met there, including the former British High Commissioner, ambassadors, and more. Several countries were brought together. My brother, my sister, it looked like it was an event that drew all the eyes to the place. The dancing went on. This is Kate Henshaw doing her dance all the way from Nigeria. Look at the traditional dressing. The ladies were all in there and the dancing was unique. Oh, yes. What exactly were they there to do? To dance? Certainly not. They had a team. Fearlessness in women. Probably that was where another problem came from. Come here. Now, my brother, my sister, we are going to end it. Why are people angry? Number one, Aba Anamoa is someone who has criticized the NDC in the past, criticized John Dramani Mahama in the past, and even said she was excited that because of her, the NDC had been kicked out of power. We will not forget so soon that the same Nana Aba Anamoa came back supporting Mahama. Let's not forget that. She posted a lot of tweets supporting Mahama before he even became president for the second time. Have we so soon forgotten? She did it. Yes, she criticized Mahama in the past. I did. My brother, my sister, I praised Nana Addo Akufo Addo. At a point when he was messing up, I criticized him, and I still don't want to see him. I still don't want to see Bawumia. If tomorrow Bawumia does something that I think that I am happy about and I start to support him, and foot soldiers say, oh, he criticized Bawumia and blah, blah, to hell with the foot soldiers. I don't care. But why the foot soldiers are not excited is the fact that you criticize the man so much. Now you are benefiting from the man. You should be the first to go back and say, I criticize Mahama, I criticize the NDC, but they are the best people to rule Ghana right now. For that matter, I am aligning. Maybe that's what the foot soldiers want to hear. What does Black Rasta think about that? We are too partisan in this country. I understand that Nana Aba Anamoa is a controversial figure. Slay queens and the tag of high-profile prostitution hanging around her head in some quarters in Ghana. But the fact is that she decided to do something nice and good. Some people have a problem that it was held in London. For the visibility of Gold Board, they need the London market. And if this is what will give them that, there shouldn't be a problem with that. Especially that it said that no money was even given out. My brother, my sister, should we continue to do things partisanly? This person didn't support us. Even if they are doing something very productive that the nation can benefit from, no, we'll close an eye to that just because they didn't support us. Is that what it is? Nana Aba Anamoa is not my friend. She is not somebody who is my friend. Everybody knows that we don't have a relationship except that of sour grapes. She went out to say so many things about me, and I responded. From that time, it's been like that. My brother, my sister. But if she's doing something positive, bringing women together, I have a certain problem with the team though. The fearlessness. In our society as Africans, that is too big a word. A woman is supposed to be very humble before her husband in marriage. Where is this fearlessness from? Normally when we talk fear and fearlessness, we're talking about the soldiers, the men, and all that. They are those who are supposed to exude bravery in the face of aggression. We protect our women against aggression. They don't need that kind of bravery. Yes, we have had one or two women in the past. Ya Asantua, Queen Zaria, and a number of them who have been unique. But that does not take out the place of women in our society. Let the men do all the bravery needed jobs. Let our women stay back whilst we protect them. Do you agree with me? This is what it is. My problem is with the team. Fearlessness. And again, if this is held in London, what was the reason? To be able to open up the London market to the event and get so many people to be part of it. Finally, if this will open up Gold Board and push Gold Board, something that it has paid some ambassadors to do, like Bolare and the rest of them, if Nana Aba Anamoa and her clique are able to do this, I absolutely have no problem. Especially that no illegality was involved. Did they pay them using the taxpayers' money? They said no. They only gave them discounts. Is it on paper that it was only discounts? My brother, my sister, let us not be too partisan to the point that anybody who doesn't belong to a political party, we don't help the person. No, it doesn't help us. We were Ghanaians first before we became NDC, NPP, and all that. I don't support people who are so partisan. This is the best person, but because it's not from my party, we will not bring him to do the work. It collapses our thing. To Aba Anamoa, I think she didn't also handle the issue well. What was her response to the people, the foot soldiers and the rest, who were criticizing Goldboard and talking a lot about how she used some bad language against the NDC and Mahama? This is what she put out. And that photo you see there is actually a video, an emoji, a woman dancing. She said, "Thank you very much, so much, for discussing my event widely. I love free publicity. Thank you. Whilst at it, kindly follow us at Women of Valor." I thought that this was extremely cheeky and unnecessarily irresponsible. Nana Aba is yet to grow. Her brain is so little like this. No common sense. And that's where my pain is. By this gold board jewelry associating with your event, somebody's job is on the line. Gertrude Donkor, MFA, her job is on the line. It's gone viral all over Ghana. Foot soldiers are angry. And when a party realizes that the foot soldiers are angry, they normally will take knee-jerk reactions. It is not for you loud-mouthed, Aba Anamoa, to talk at this point when your brains are empty. Free advert at a time when somebody's job is on the line. Ghanaians are talking about this issue. It's trending all over the nation. The best you could have done was to say thank you to all Ghanaians. We appreciate you for loving the event. And to all the women in the world, we continue to stand by each other. Thank you so much. God bless you. Finished. You are throwing shades at people who think they have a reason to know why your event was sponsored by an outfit that many think you pushed a friend in there in a high profile kind of whatever it is. And you are benefiting from that. I'm very careful when I choose my words in spaces like this. This is what you can say. You love free publicity and you are excited about it, that Ghanaians are talking about it. You are selfish. Do you care about the person whose job is on the line? By now, Gertrude Donkor is praying and crying, "Oh my God, how am I going to handle this?" Even though they've released a statement, the pressure is coming to bear on her from party members and foot soldiers. You don't care. Sammy Gyamfi is under pressure. Party members are firing left, right, and center. Oh, there's too much money around him. He's chasing slave queens. His wife is under pressure because they just got married a couple of years ago, if I'm not mistaken. For her to hear that, oh, she has sponsored somebody that has been rumored to be having something to do with him. How is the wife going to feel? How is Sammy Gyamfi going to handle this pressure? And all empty-headed Aba Anamoa can say, yeah, we love the free publicity. Who advises her? Who advises her? Any which way. The truth would always remain here. And we are excited about women in valor. Please choose your teams properly. Choose your teams properly so that it doesn't look like you are coming out to fight against men. That's how I feel. That team. Fearlessness in women. Fearlessness. Leave that for the military. Leave that for the police. Yours. Keep your beauty. Keep your brains. Keep yourselves as the African women that we have always loved. And leave out fearlessness, bravery, and all that. We don't need that now.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.